Hi, welcome to this video. My name is Francesca. I run the Instagram page Francesca, where I talk about life as an expat here in Paris. I moved here a few years ago to study for my master's degree, and I'm currently interning at a translation agency. Today I thought it'd be really fun to film a room tour of my chambre de bonne here in Paris. A chambre de bonne is a former servants' quarters, which are normally in the older buildings. They're on the top floor, right in the eaves under the roof. But they have now basically been all converted into student accommodation. So they're a little bit cheaper, they're a little bit smaller. I thought it'd be really interesting to film this video because I know in Emily in Paris, she has a chambre de bonne, or at least she pretends like she has a chambre de bonne, and it's this huge room with a double bed and separate rooms, and it's incredible. And it just made me laugh because it's really definitely not what a chambre de bonne is. So I hope that this video will be a little bit more educational, and I hope that you enjoy. So this is the first thing that you see when you walk into my room. And this is just a very basic overview, which I think gives you an idea of actually how small the room is. This is it. This is everything. And this is very typical for a chambre de bonne in Paris. Mine is, I think, 10 square meters. And this is very, very normal. And I actually have a big kitchen compared to a lot of other chambre de bonnes. So this is the overview. I am actually stood with the door behind me. So I'm trying to turn, but not so quick that you guys get dizzy. You see, we have the door, and I always leave my keys in the door because otherwise I forget them. Here we have the radiator, and then this is just where I keep my nail polishes, hair stuff, jewellery, a couple of family photos. And I also leave my masks here as well because it's right by the door, so it means I'm not likely to forget one as I'm running out the door. And then you see we have this large stool chair as well, which I don't really sit at because I don't find this the most comfortable. So this tends to just be a lot of storage. So I have my dressing gown, and then I also have hat and scarves since it's starting to get colder. And underneath here I just have a bag of clothes that I'm looking to donate, and I keep my rucksacks and some handbags and stuff as well. And then as we move further along, this is just a birthday present because it's my birthday this week, so I'm leaving this there so I'm not too tempted to open it. I have my agenda, and then this is where I keep things like beauty products I use every day, so just things like deodorants, perfumes. It's also where I keep my, this is a thing I use for physiotherapy, and then this is my inhaler, so I keep these here by my bed so I don't forget to do them. I have my essential oil diffuser, all of my essential oils, and a lovely little hand balm. And then down here I have my charging points where I charge and keep my laptop, my iPad, my headphones and everything. And then we move on to the bed, and it is a single bed, as you can probably tell. But one of the best things about this bed is you actually can lift it up and store things underneath it, which is a really clever storage solution when you have small space. And then this was a very awkward space to try and decorate. This was a very small nook, and you can't really, I don't know if you have an idea of how wide it is, but you can't really fit a table or anything in there. And I didn't want it to just be wasted space. So back here we just have my Wi-Fi box. I keep some books and stuff down here. All my washing, which needs to be done, I'm doing that today. I have a scale. And then here I just keep my bin because we're now moving into the kitchen portion of my room. Here is a quick overview of the kitchen. And for a chambre de bonne in Paris, especially for a chambre de bonne of this size, I actually have a very spacious kitchen. So again, we have some storage shelves at the top here. This is just where I keep plates, cups, glasses, scales, etc. As I showed you, I have my hob. This is just a 2-place induction hob. Next to that I keep my oils, sauces, vinegars, that kind of thing, salts. I have a fruit/salad bowl and my herbs and spices. And then we just have my kettle, my electric toothbrush which just charges here, and a little plant. So then we have this view. This is the view I have from my window. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know this view very well because I take lots of photos from outside of it. One thing I don't like about this apartment is I don't have blinds or curtains or anything like that. So in the summer, I do get woken up to the sun quite early in the morning, which isn't such a problem now, but in the evenings, obviously I have the light on, and I do feel like there's a bit of a lack of privacy, which is not ideal. And then, as I showed you, I just have my dish rack. And then we move down, this is actually the fridge. It is blended in with all the cupboards, which is really nice. And so that's just what that looks like. It's just a small one, doesn't have a freezer section. And then in here I just keep like pots and pans, dried goods, and cleaning products and supplies. And then we move on finally to the bathroom. So you can see the reflection of me, because the one thing I dislike about this bathroom is the fact that it is see-through glass. Like a frosted glass would maybe have been a little bit more practical, because it's always good fun when a friend comes around and needs to use the toilet. But at least I have one in here. It's really common in chambre de bonnes in Paris to not have a toilet or a bathroom in your apartment. It's really common to actually have a shared toilet in the hallway. So I'm very grateful that I don't have that to deal with. But this is just what it looks like. Again, no curtain or blind or anything, so I've just hung like a microfiber towel up there. But it's just basically a wet room. As you can see, there's this divider between the toilet and the shower, which is what I used to hang my towel on. But yeah, it just looks like this. And in here is like the water tank, and I also store some stuff in there as well. And then we have a mirror and more products, and then toilet roll. So yeah, that is basically the entirety of my room. If we turn back here, I'll give you an overview from the other angle. Okay, so you have the bed, the shelves, and then you have the wardrobe on the side here, which has some shelves in it as well. I have a little bit of decoration on the side here as well. These are just postcards from museums that I've been to. That is my entire chambre de bonne. That is the tour of the room. It's quite small, but it suits me. It's just me in here. It costs me, including all of my bills, around 700 euros a month, which is a little bit more on the expensive side, but you pay for the fact that you have a private bathroom. I have a decently sized kitchen, and I'm also in a very safe, very residential, quiet neighbourhood, so you pay for that on top of it. I'm also very close to a lot of major landmarks, which again adds to the cost. Sorry to disappoint anyone who is a big fan of Emily in Paris and is expecting these beautifully large apartments with double beds and windows with huge views, and you know, we'd all love that, but that's just not the case. That's definitely not a chambre de bonne that she has. That is a nice apartment. These are the chambre de bonnes. They're very, very standard student accommodation. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was interesting for you. If you have any questions, you can feel free to leave me a comment or send me a DM on Instagram, and I'll try my best to get back to you. Bye guys.